I have done a lot of interviews in a lot of very strange places. Apparently, I'm going to do a couple interviews with some pro players here in a jacuzzi, which I think is a first for me.
You look so excited.
I should give credit to Pluto. Rest in peace. Now working at Twitch because I think he pioneered the jacuzzi interviews with pro players. Either way, I am here with Xpecial. Xpecial, you guys got third, and now you're in Maui celebrating. I know a lot of people that don't celebrate even when they get first. What makes you? How do you justify this vacation?
Well, so because we only got third, only 2 people from the main team could actually go. That's just the punishment that we get. Like, if we actually took first, then everyone would go.
Okay.
But since we got third, so we had to, like, rock, paper, scissors, like, try to figure out who gets to go. But because, like, the Koreans don't know what rock, paper, scissors are, like, we just won that. So I got lucky. I don't know how Keith got here, but, like, yeah, we have Keith here, too.
Yeah. And what about Hai? How did Hai end up here?
I mean, we were playing rock, paper, scissors, man. Like, he was somehow, like, at our house, like, starting playing rock, paper, scissors, and, like, Koreans couldn't play it, so he kind of got on, yeah.
What have you thought of this trip so far? I mean, how's it been for you? Have you had any highlights? Because we've been here. This is now the very last night. It's Sunday night. We've been here for 3 or 4 different days. What have been the highlights for you?
It's actually been really fun for me. I usually don't go out for vacations. Like, this is the kind of first time where I went on vacation with just kind of like teammates and friends. And sure, there's some people I don't like Travis, but the rest, they're all pretty good.
So it's been great. What have you done that you've enjoyed?
That's a tough question. I mean, there is so much to say. Like, when ziplining, oh my god, this thing is like, okay. Went on a bunch of stuff and got to see Travis, right? Like, that's really exciting.
So you just went from hating me. Oh, the bubbles turned off in here. We need the bubbles, please. Someone, quick, the bubbles. So you went from hating me a second ago to being excited that you got to spend time with me.
Wait, who would hate Travis? Come on.
I think if we rewind the clip. Either way.
No.
All right, so you had a good time. That sounds about right. All right, so this is kind of an interesting discussion because you said this is pretty much the first vacation you've had since you started being a pro player. Is that true?
No, that's not true, but it's the first vacation where I wasn't like just at home or hanging out with friends. Like, this is actually first vacation at a vacation spot. And I mean, oftentimes, like, in the summer, I went to like China, like random places with my parents, like Canada and stuff like that. But like, this is the first time where I was with like, some friends and like on a real vacation, and it's really relaxing. And like, I was actually okay with not playing League for 2 or 3 days. Like, usually I'm like, day one, I'm like, oh man, where's my computer? Like, I want a computer, guys. Like, is there like a net cafe around here? But not this time. I'm actually enjoying this. But it's just the calm before the storm where I really want to try hard again. Once we get back at actually.
Yeah, I mean, let's talk about that for just a moment because you kind of mentioned that earlier, and I find it very fascinating that this is the first time since you began competing professionally that you've been able to not have like a giant compulsion to play the game and to get better. Is that, I mean, why is it now that you've been able to break away from that?
Because I suck. Yeah. So I'm like, okay with just not playing the game. You know what I'm saying, man? Yeah. But no, actually, I think it's just that I've been working really hard this split, and we had so many ups and downs where like now, since we actually ended the season off like a fairly high note, it feels a lot nicer to like, just have some time off where I was just really stressed throughout the whole season, and with emotions like flaring, like now it's just really a time where I can relax and just make sure that everything goes right for the next split.
One of the things that I noticed is that Keith is on this trip, as you mentioned, but not Piglet. Yeah, you have no idea why.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, he somehow got probably took Piglet's like passport or something. Got here. Yeah.
I mean, just because I find it interesting that the sub AD carry is here, but not the main starter AD carry. Should Team Liquid fans think of this as like maybe a sign?
Probably not. I mean, who the hell would want to play with like Yuri, Keith, Big Brief, dude?
Oh, he's actually crying in the jacuzzi right now.
It's fine.
It's fine?
It's fine.
This is the kind of abusive situation, I guess, that happens on your team.
It's fine.
Okay. Let's talk about MSI a little bit. Your former team, TSM, headed off there to represent North America with very few North American players on the team. I think there's only one USA player that will be actually from Hawaii, as we're in Hawaii right now, celebrating his acceptance into the MSI pool as a winning player. So do you think that TSM has a chance at this event at MSI?
Yeah, definitely. I think TSM is looking really strong. They're the best NA team by far, and they are looking good enough to the point where they can actually take on EDG and probably take on SKT as well. and I'm actually rooting for them. I think they can like get top 2 fairly reliably as well.
You say top 2. Do you think they can get first place?
Well, I mean, top 2 reliably means that you have a good shot first. So come on, Travis.
I just like to hear you say that TSM can get first place. I think a lot of North American fans would like to hear you say that, if that's how you feel.
I actually say that every single time they play in a tournament, but I guess people forget about that. Yeah. TSM is looking strong, like legit. I mean, I'm just being honest. Like they're looking strong, so I think they can take first. But EG is looking strong as well, and they can take first as well. And SKT is strong as well. But I think TSM can take top 2 fairly easily. Okay. Well, maybe not fairly easily, because then people are gonna start hating on me. But like, you know what I mean. Like they're looking good.
If someone were to bet on TSM getting second or first place at this event, what do you think the odds should be for that? 50-50?
No, Travis. There's more than just 2 places at MSI. Come on.
No, I'm saying.
This guy even.
I'm saying.
Like I don't understand.
I'm saying what do you think the odds are that they will place on the top 2? Because you said there's a pretty good chance. Is that like a 30% chance that they'll place top 2? Is it more than likely?
I think it's a 70% chance, and 30% chance that they'll win.
Yeah. Right. Well, I have to interview other players, and there's actually literally a jacuzzi full of people here watching this. So I'll wrap this up. But as always, Xpecial, do you have anything that you want to say to any of your fans out there?
Thank you. Who the hell are these guys?
I have no idea, but unfortunately they're ruining the interview, so we'll throw it away. Thank you so much, Xpecial, for the interview. You can check out the rest of our coverage of Maui vacations, international tournaments, and more at GameSpot.com/LOL.
He's fine.